Good morning. Time to spray some corn. Our Hagee is here. He's a little early. That's good. Let's see what we can get done. I gotta get some stuff loaded up. I gotta get a setup file off the computer yet for him, but shouldn't take very long. Let's go. Tanks were full this morning, so they should keep up real well. We're getting stuff loaded up for the first load. Some of it's not so bad. Okay, we are working on spraying corn. So we got the first load done and loaded up the second one. The second one here, we've got a lot of extra stuff in. I got all that Acre Explorer stuff in. We threw in a jug of insecticide. Yeah, long story short here, we've got some strips and we're gonna end up spraying this 80-acre load out in 4 different fields, and it's a real pain in the butt. But he's heading back to the field where we're gonna do the first little bit, and I'm going to go back here with my pickup because I need to flag out and show him where to start. This is our high management versus standard practices plot, and so the fungicide and the additive stuff goes on the high management side of it. And then we're going to come back and do a little bit back there right behind the barns where my corn growers, my really good corn is. We're gonna give that the extra stuff as well. And then I've got another split field where we're putting the extra stuff on versus not down the road that we're going to go and do from there. So anyway, that's what we're doing. All right. He is on the splits, right where we want it to be, so off he goes. He's just gonna make a round. He's gonna go down, turn that way, and come back. I get to be the designated row finder. Another split, another field, another trial. We've got 2 rounds in here. This is my Ag Explore trial, and we've got a bunch of Ag Explore products in the tank right now. So not totally high management, low management. We didn't Y drop this, but it is my Ag Explorer products. We put them in the starter. We put them in the V5 fungicide. We're doing them now. We're actually gonna come back and do another application later with some more stuff. So this is the row that the center of the sprayer needs to be in. So Zach's bringing the sprayer up and I'm marking the spot. This corn has gotten significantly taller, especially like over there, since we Y dropped, so it's harder for him to see me, but I'm tall, so. There, he found me. All right, I think I'm gonna jump in this time because I gotta wait for him to get empty before we can load him up. Power ladder. Aggie style. I'm just gonna pick the good spots in the fields to show you guys, not the poor stuff. So don't look over there. You see all this dust? All the pollen shaking off from the leaves, so the tassels getting beat going underneath the sprayer. It's all pollen flying. It's probably making it pollinate a little better. It's not necessarily a horrible thing. Power ladder again. All right, he is going to go finish spraying these 2 fields that we've been working in here. I am going to go reload our tender for the next batch. Yeah, it's we're all over the place, but we're covering some ground, getting some stuff done, and that is a good thing. Reloaded the tender, and I stopped for some breakfast. I haven't had time to get my Dr. Pepper and Pop-Tarts this morning yet. Well, at least he's not waiting on us. You can barely see him out there. Well, this is as good as it's gonna get for video of the Aggie probably today. I'm being a little lazy. Plus, Brock has my drone, so I can't do drone footage anyway. He's gonna be back in a week and a half, so maybe we'll get some then. But yeah, some of this corn is really good, some of it is not. It's just highly variable, and it's kind of frustrating because, well, we started off pretty darn good, and then the dry weather really screwed stuff up. So, oh well, not much you can do about it. Haggies have four-wheel steer. They turn very sharp. Okay, well, he's just got some short rows to finish up, point there, and we'll get him reloaded for the next fields. So the next one I am sending him to is the field that I had that short corn in we looked at a couple of days ago, that I thought about spraying myself. I probably could, but here's the thing. My sprayer's not really set up for it. Now, we do have the underbelly shields that I would need. They're not installed, but we have them. I would have to put those on. I got to thinking about it. It's 36 acres, right? So I don't know exactly what he's charging me. He hasn't told me yet. Last year it was $10 an acre. So assuming it's the same, that's $360 to spray that field. If I did it myself, I still have some costs. Say I, maybe I save $200, $250 doing it myself versus him, and then I have to get my sprayer all set up and stuff, and well, I don't have time. It needs done now, and I have him here, and I have beans to spray, and so it's just gonna get done. Just do it. Just do it. It would have made good YouTube video, but wasn't real practical. He's loaded again. Go back and do it again. The next field, after he's done with the short corn field, the next one is one where we're going to put some source on, and where I already made some strips with source early this spring. So we're gonna do it again. All right. So he sprayed our short corn. We're in our test field here. I brought some big tall flags and some small flags. We're flagging some stuff out. And we gotta go mark the next pass where he's gonna be, but I wanna put a flag here where he just sprayed so that I can come back and find this in the future. All right, he is loaded up. So we put our source in here now, so he's gonna finish this field, the rest of it with the source. We're gonna go back because this is the last load he's got time for today. He had some stuff going on tonight. It is a Saturday. And so we're gonna go start spraying some beans, and we're probably gonna need the tender truck because we got a field up the road that we're gonna need more than one load. Yeah. I'm way ahead on water, but the tanks don't have much left. All right, done with corn for the day. Time to spray some beans. So we're gonna go ahead and get loaded up. Trying to figure out exactly what I want to get done and what I want to put on where, but got a plan for some stuff later that we need the tender for, but I need Dad to help me, and he is a turkey. Said he'd be back later. So we're gonna go find another field to spray in the meantime. I took too much water for the trucks. Tanks are empty, I ran out, so we're stealing some so I can spray this load off. And then I need to mow my lawn tonight. So maybe I'll go do that while we wait on a little more water. I'm surprised. I mean, I have 3 loads, 2.5 loads worth of water on the truck here, so it's not like we got behind. I just took too much of it before I was ready for it. Back of the sprayer. The Haggie and the corn is fun, but I do like driving. Don't hit his fence, don't hit his fence. Dad always taught me, if you stay in the same tracks that were there from before, if you didn't hit it the first time, you won't hit it the second time. Which is true, except I didn't spray these the first time. So I'll assume he didn't hit anything, and that I can follow his tracks and I'm good. Beans are a little short, but other than that, they look pretty good. I don't know, we'll see. There's a little yellow patch over there. not horrible. This field, we kind of right up in here, when we were spraying this past 2 years ago, our 3 fungicide is when I started seeing a bunch of dead plants. Got out and looked and it was white mold. I haven't seen any of that yet this year. Let's hope we don't. All right, we've probably got enough water to do the next field that I want to do because it's just my plot. There's like 14 acres there or something. It's not very much. But I need to mow my lawn today. Today's my last chance to mow it before I'm going to be gone for a while. And so it's got to get done. So I'm just going to go do that now while we're waiting on water. And then we'll come back, we'll spray that. And then we've got another 240 acres, 3 more loads that we're going to do tonight after Dad gets back. So, yeah, let's go mow some lawn. Wait, hold on. Before we do that, I always get the question every year about why we don't spray tasseled corn with our sprayer. Why do I have the Haggy come in and do it? And what makes that sprayer better for it than this sprayer? Well, it's all about clearance, right? So our sprayer has yay much clearance. About my elbow-ish. And there would be a row of corn that would have to pass underneath here. And it would break off, especially the taller stuff. There's some shorter stuff that I might be able to get away with spraying that would bend and go under there, but there's 4 rows that go between the tires, and they all have to pass, you know, essentially below that shield or the axles, and all those wires and hoses and everything, which that's the stuff that we would have to put shields under if we were going to do it. And so this sprayer is not tall enough to spray tasseled corn. I can get the boom up high enough, I think, but I just can't drive over it. It'll break those 4 rows off, and that would be not good. So, whereas the Haggy over here, it's not, you know, my elbow's way down here. It's not taller than my head, but we've got almost 6 feet of clearance. He's got a nice smooth bottom, shields all the way across there, and the taller corn has more flex the higher up the stalk you go, so it won't break off as he drives over it. The front mount boom is nice because it lets you see stuff. That really has nothing to do with why we use it for corn. That's just a operator preference thing. The big thing is the height, the clearance. So on some of the smaller deers, like the 4038s or 4830s and 4730s and some of the smaller size ones, you can get a lift kit and you can actually raise them up to do that. They never made a lift kit for the 4930s, the big heavy ones. So that's why we're considering a Haggy the next time we buy a sprayer. Well, after having to fix 2 flat tires on the lawnmower, we got our lawn mowed. We should have some water. Time to go spray some more. Look, a white Chevy pickup with Iowa license plate on it. It's Anna. It's my sister. She's home. She said something about wanting to ride. We'll find her. So we're doing the plot field, so we're throwing a little extra at it. I've got some more of that Source blend. I've almost got that used up, but we're not quite out of it yet. And then I threw some sugar in this one as well. I got a little over on my gallons, so we're gonna do 16 gallons instead of 15 to the acre. It will be fine. Small load here. Ah, those 30-inch row beans that we gotta try and keep the tires in between the rows. The nice thing about a 60-foot planter, though, is it gives me the center of my planter. So if I can find the guest row, or in this case the edge row on the planter, I know where I'm supposed to be to keep my boom right on the edge of the field. It works. I did have a rider. All right, we're gonna load up again. We got 3 more loads to spray tonight. All right, we filled up the fuel on the sprayer. It's loaded and ready to go. I gotta get the tender loaded and we gotta move it. Dad's back, so he's gonna help me move it. And then we can go spray our 3 loads off. Well, Dad is loading that tender up the rest of the way, and he's gonna bring it up, and he's like, I'll just wait. You don't have to worry about parking it up there. I'll just wait for you to spray. And okay, well, that helps. So we left with the sprayer and are getting started. I got a triangle field here. This was the very first planted field of beans that Phil did, and they're beautiful. These look fantastic. So I'm pretty excited about these. And then we're gonna jump across the river over there to our field that we have in the past irrigated, and those are some fantastic looking beans as well. Those are 30-inch rows, these are 15s. But yeah, we're gonna spray all of our good ones here right now. These beans do look really good, but they're really stressed. You can see the bottom side of the leaves is all flipped over. It's sort of hard to tell, but they are. That's a heat and dry stress response in soybeans when the leaves flip over like that. So hopefully we get some rain soon, real soon. A few weeks ago there we had caught some rain and things weren't too bad, but we have not had any for a while again, and the rain that we did get, I mean, it stopped the bleeding. It didn't solve the issue, so we are dry again. Done here. So we got 367 gallons left. There's a 15 acre piece on the corner up there it's part of the main farm, but there's a ditch that cuts it off, so we should be able to just about spray that with what we've got on the tank, or maybe a little bit more, I guess. This nice road up here, it's still closed. There's no traffic. Nobody can get through, or at least they're not supposed to. I don't really know why. They're replacing a bridge like 2 miles down the road here, but this part of the road has been done for well over a month, and they're just keeping it closed. Holy cow, it happened. I ended up on the front side of the field by the road. Amazing. Anyway, I got this little 15 acre piece done. We've got 180 gallons left. We'll go spray it out in the big field. There's 170 acres in the big field, and well, I can't do it in 2 loads of 80, so we're coming out about right. Oh, these are some beautiful beans up here. Fully canopied 30-inch row beans. Look really good. We are empty. Go fill up. Dad's sitting over there right next to the chicken litter pile. Oh well. It takes a long time to pump 80 gallons of sugar. All right, so we got this field perimetered. When Dad was spraying it, he added in some of our Explore products, and this is the first pass that he had without them. And so I'm splitting the field here. We're gonna finish working that way while we don't have them in, and then we'll come back to here and add them in to finish when we're to that point. Now, this is our field that we can irrigate. We irrigate not the bean field that we irrigated earlier this year, but the corn field where we had corn last year and where I intended to irrigate some more. It's to the point where we need to start pumping water fast and furious, as much as we can, as fast as we can, as long as we can, kind of thing. Here's the problem though. One, we were waiting for this application because I can't drive across the pipe once we lay it in the field. Now we're done. We could lay pipe. I'm leaving for the next week, so maybe when we get back, yeah, we have a family vacation planned for this week, and it's going to prevent me from being able to water beans, at least yet. We might get to it in August yet, but I can't do it right now, so I'm sure some of you are wondering why we're not doing that if we're starting to get dry. Well, that's why, because I needed to get them sprayed, and now I'm leaving. So that's also why we've been pushing pretty hard to get as much done as we can the last 2 days. Last load. There's another chicken litter pile sitting in the way. Swerve around or lift the boom. I don't think I can lift over that one. And there's something hard on the other side of it. I finished the stuff in the point. This is the kind of block in the middle where we've been adding extra stuff in. So I just dumped in our Ag Explorer products. Let's see what we got to finish up there, just kind of in the middle. Should be pretty darn close to 40 acres. I think Dad had said like 38.8 or something like that when he did it. So we should be good. Hopefully we're empty when we get done here, and we can go park the sprayer. Finished! So we sprayed almost 350 acres of beans on top of the 350 acres of corn that we did this morning. That's a pretty darn good day. I get it was 2 different sprayers and a different operator on the Haggy, but I still had the tender, and like I couldn't spray beans while he was doing that. So yeah, we've got to reload the tender and get it ready for him tomorrow. He is going to spray some more corn for me tomorrow. I don't think I will be able to be there, but I'm going to get everything ready and just park the truck in the cluster of fields that I'm going to have him do, and then he can just take care of it from there. Well, the question now is, do we have enough water? That would lead me to believe we've got 1,500-1,600 gallons is all. That's not going to be enough. So we're going to load up what we can. We'll see where we're at. All right. Well, we ran out of water, so we're just going to have to wait for a while till it catches up. Nothing I can do about that. That well's been running all day. The only thing I could have done different, should have done, was load the tender last night, because then I would have had another 3,000 gallons on hand because my tanks would have refilled overnight, and we would have started the day with 8,000 gallons instead of 5,000. We ran through a lot of water today. It's all right. This front tank is about full. We just need to fill the back one. So I've got all of the fungicide put on there for him. I need to put this tote of boron on. I have to pull the trailer out of the way. I wanted to finish filling this front tank before I unhook the hose and stuff. I printed up detailed instructions for him since I won't be able to be there tomorrow, and we should be good to go. All right, I've got everything done that I can do. Cleaned up some stuff, put some stuff away, buttoned some things up, waiting on water. So I probably need 1,000 gallons yet, something like that. I bet it takes every bit of an hour before it's ready to go. So, oh well. Oh, long day. It's 9 o'clock. We started a little before 7 this morning. So, I'm leaving for a week tomorrow. I haven't packed anything. I should probably go and do that. So, that's what we're gonna go and do. Okay, so let's wrap this one up. So, thanks for watching. First of all, like and subscribe, questions and comments, all of the good things. Do that. So, yeah, next week I'm going to be on vacation, so there will not be much for videos. I may try and do a live stream from vacation location, but we'll see from there. And yeah, if I get something to put out, I will, but it'll be a good chance to go back in and catch up on some stuff. So that plow day reminder, the Waldron plow day featuring Big Buds, is next Saturday. I am unfortunately still going to be gone. Brock is going, and he is filming for me. He's taking the drone. That's why we were giving drone flying lessons. If anybody else local happens to want to film some stuff for me, again, reach out, send me an email, borderviewfarms@gmail.com. And I'll try and get a video out of the Big Bud. That's on Saturday, so it'll probably be Monday or Tuesday, a whole week out before I would be able to get that done. Just depends on my schedule and how everything's going. But have a great week, everybody. We'll see you when we see you.